Handling in wet conditions. Goalkeepers. All our goalkeepers in our community at FlyForSport. This is a question I get asked very regularly. How can I improve my handling in wet conditions? And my advice would be, wet conditions is one of the trickiest parts for goalkeepers. And if you're able to, goalkeepers, I'd always say, always have a spare pair of gloves. Whether that is training, and especially on the match day, because it may be a day where it's raining heavily, and if you haven't got a spare pair of gloves, after you've done your warm-up, your gloves may be drenched. They may be soaked. And if your gloves are soaked and they're drenched, how are you going to be able to work on your handling in a game scenario? So me personally, if it's a very, very rainy day, I would say have goalkeeping gloves for the warm-up and then change them for the match, wherever, if you're able to do so anyways. If you're able to have more than one pair. If it's training, you may have to do the same thing for training as well. Maybe half of the training session, a pair of gloves, and the other half of the training session, you change them. So if you're able to do so, that would be my advice. Secondly, you need a towel. You need a towel, I'd say. Whether it's training or match scenario, especially in a match scenario, you need a towel. If you're able to wet and dampen up your gloves, that will be much, much needed. So doing, like, let's say having a towel will be able to help you deal with different scenarios, especially in a game where it's wet and rainy. Strikers and opposition players are taught to really strike hard and low and fizz like strikes around goalkeepers, especially in wet conditions, because they're harder to deal with than it would be on a dry, sunny day. So I would say that if you're able to have spare pairs and a towel, that will really, really help you. I know other goalkeepers have different techniques where they apply Vaseline, which sounds crazy, but I've tried it before. It didn't really work for me, so I kind of stopped doing it. But it's entirely up to you if you do it, goalkeepers. Let me know in the comments below if you apply Vaseline on your gloves. But yeah, Vaseline on their gloves and many different elements like glove glue, etc. So if that's something that you do, guys, let me know in the comments below. But they're the two key elements I would advise you on. And if you like the episode, please, please, please hit the like, comment, subscribe and share button. It's been your boy Melvin Minter, one of the directors at FlyForSport, the goalkeeping platform to support goalkeepers worldwide. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.